Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah.
It takes you 5 minutes. It takes you 5 minutes.
guys, welcome back to part 2 of my closet transformation. We're going to be getting into some aesthetic organization. I still need to color coordinate some items and I still need to declutter these pieces here. I simply just transferred them from my bedroom closet into here. So we're going to get into some decluttering as well in today's moving vlog. This was like the last room that I knew I had to get ready for my moving series, and I'm really happy that I was able to complete it like 3 months into my move, and it has completely transformed the feel and the look of this room. I have a vanity over here with a chair, very oversized, and it's really comfy. It's just so nice to elevate and maximize the storage with this unit, because if you guys saw what it looked like before, baby, it was giving college room, it was giving dorm, it was not giving this sophisticated woman grown closet. I am missing a few pieces, so the organization isn't going to be like this for forever. I have some shelves that I want to add to this. That way I'll be able to organize other things like shoes, some more bags, accessories, maybe even fold some items like pants up and stack them. And I think that I'm going to do away with having another rail here, because there's actually a lot of hang space, and I utilize the drawers for all of my leggings, which is insane. I'm sure I could have folded them a little bit smaller and I could have fit more in each drawer, but as far as the aesthetic of it and the color coordination, I'm really happy with the way that it's turned out so far. I also need to order a drawer which will go here. That's why there's a gap in between this glass shelf and this last drawer. That's going to be where the accessories go, which are these inserts here. So I still need to order some pieces. There's about $200 worth of things I need to get to complete the unit itself, that were like items that were out of stock at my local locations. Although I could have checked the Baltimore. Girl, that's a hike. I don't know if I really want to do all that. I should just wait to get them delivered from online. So that's basically the updates as far as the unit itself. I've been loving it so far. The drawers are actually like soft close. Well, this is kind of stuffed, but they're soft close drawers. I went with the beige colorway and I absolutely love it. I also really like the dark gray, but my apartment is very beigey and it matches the flooring and my kitchen cabinets perfectly. So for my apartment, it definitely suits the space like so flawlessly. I will show you and turn you around to see my vanity area. I kind of need to declutter, you know, the surface space a little bit and find a home for everything. That's kind of where I'm struggling with until I get the rest of these shelving put in. I kind of just shoved everything else at the bottom, so we won't look at that for now. But I also made this entire section for activewear, so it kind of worked out in that aspect. And then this is like regular clothes that aren't activewear. And then I'll also take you guys into my bedroom wardrobe, which is kind of still a mess, one thing at a time. But that wardrobe is my lounge and then my pajamas and shoes. Of course, I have to update you on this closet in my bedroom and what I ended up doing with it as far as storage. Girl, the top is just gonna be a mess. I have a lot of bedding up here, an extra duvet and a king size with a cover and some pillows in case I have, you know, my brother, somebody to sleep over. They can have some pillows for the couch. I have some lounge folded up there, and then I did all of my sweats with the pants on the same hanger. So I tried to color coordinate this. They're very bulky pieces, so to me this was the best way that I could find for storage. And then I also folded up a lot of my t-shirts for the gym, like casual wear, so that ended up working out perfect with the built-in system that my apartment came with. And then down here I have more overflow of sweats and outerwear, little jackets for the gym or outside of the gym, fleece jackets, anything that's lighter weight that I could still get away with wearing in the spring or in the evening times. So a lot of this is Gymshark, of course. And then on the bottom, kind of chaotic, I have this little thing from IKEA. Because I don't have a dresser, I kind of wanted to utilize this for things like socks, pajamas. All these boots will go on those shelves in the closet room once I get them done. And I have all of my sneakers and casual shoes in here, and then all of my hats for working out basically are here. Basically overflow. Things that aren't cute enough to be hung up. Not that my sweat collection isn't cute, because it is. But you know, it's very bulky and it just literally filled up that entire wardrobe. It was insane. As far as hanging items up like bodysuits, anything that's very delicate, I just wanted to offer some tips. I actually have kid hangers because it doesn't slip off the hanger and it doesn't stretch out the neckline on items that are maybe like a turtleneck or like this buttery soft fits everybody fabric. I don't want to have it overstretch the material and then ruin the garment. So kid hangers are very ideal if you're looking to hang things like bodysuits. And I also ended up utilizing my kid hangers on my pants, so that way I don't have an extended hanger and then the pant is going to be shifting and then coming undone with the fold. So kid hangers definitely came in clutch for hanging things like bottoms and more delicate pieces where I don't want to stretch out my necklines. So you can see here the kid hanger fits perfectly in the bodysuit, especially with something that is more high-rise with this turtleneck. For the drawers, I did a rolling method with my leggings, which you guys saw when I was initially putting them in. I did rearrange since that clip, but folding them really allowed me to see the logos. So if I have maybe colors that look a little similar, I can look at the logos and realize, oh, this is what I'm looking for. So that method is really great as well if you want to do an aesthetic organization with things like leggings. I think it's most ideal for that. I also did that with my shorts and put them in the same drawer in a color coordinated way. So that really worked out for me and it makes me get excited to pick out my gym fits. And then I just did my gym tops up here. So these I do need to try on and declutter, but these are all of my tops and they all fit amazing in these large units. So again, I have large, and then a small unit from IKEA, and that was what ended up fitting in this smaller den space. As far as my bras, I just folded them in half and also tried my best to color coordinate them, and I fold them in a way where I could see every single piece. That way I know exactly what it is that I'm looking for to match whatever leggings I'm going to pick out for that day. And this actually fit all of my bras. I did declutter a lot of the ones that don't fit me because I've been working my back, okay? My back has gotten a little bit more wide, a little more muscular, so some of them didn't end up fitting, some of them were stained or dingy, and other ones I just never reached for. So these are my absolute favorites, and I absolutely love how this worked out. I feel like if I hung them up, it could have worked if I went away with one of these shelves and did another rod, because these are like mostly crops. So that would be also very useful, but some of them are halters, so it is a little bit more difficult to hang. But as far as a hack, if you're looking to hang up your bras, what I would recommend is getting those pant hangers with the clips, and then you can hang them upside down by clipping the hanger here, and then that way you can hang up all of your bras no matter if it's a halter style or not. So it just depends on how you want to organize your stuff, but that's such a good hack. And I think it looks amazing as well if you go and color coordinate them. And over here is the vanity section of this closet room. I actually don't mind using this oversized chair. Before I just had it and my dog was just sitting in it and I was sitting on a stool. I do feel like this oversized chair elevates the overall look and comfort. It's so cozy. I can sit crisscross applesauce in it and it just looks good if I want to just chill in this room. I was watching Sex and the City on my laptop while I was organizing and just like sitting down. It was so nice. So the lights as well on the vanity really elevate the look and the feel of this room, and I've really been enjoying just getting ready for the day because it's so cute in here. And I think that's exactly what my apartment was missing, was a space for me to just feel cute and get ready in, film content in, and I absolutely love the look of this. And even though it's not beige to match the wardrobe, I still think it works in this space. And then of course I have my mirror. This you can get on Amazon. It's on my Amazon storefront. It is a mirror that plugs in because it has the LED lights, and I absolutely love the look of this as well. It is a slimmer mirror. It's not so wide, so it's great for small spaces. You can mount it on the wall, which I am considering doing. I just didn't have time. Well, my dad didn't have the time because the closet took forever. So it is on the stand right now, but you could also lean it up against the wall to eliminate it taking up more floor space. It adds that luxury boutique feel, and I just think this looks so good. So this is what it looks like without the light on. You can change the tone of the lighting. I like it to be more warm You could also dim the lighting on the mirror. So it just depends on what feel you're kind of going for. You can make it more moody, more cutesy, whatever. But having the ability to mount it, I think would look so much better in this space. Yeah, I really love how I was able to maximize my storage in my apartment. That was like the biggest thing, baby. Like, I didn't realize how many clothing pieces I had until it was time to organize my stuff in this unit, and how quickly these drawers filled up. So definitely check out IKEA. Honestly, it was such a good way to customize it to fit your needs, get it done on a budget. And what I love is I'm always able to come back and add or take away pieces. If I wanted to add more drawers, I could. If I wanted to get more rod space, I could. And more shelving, I could. You can move them around. It's just so good, and I love the customization of it. I am back. It's been about a week or so since I initially started doing my closet organization. I ordered new clothes. You guys saw that in a few vlogs ago. Washed them, hung them up. I kind of have like my new clothing here. This side is kind of chaotic. Don't mind that, but I wanted to give you an update on what I have going on so far. I have these diptyque products here. I think that's so fitting for this space, and I really love the amber room spray. As you could tell, I've used quite a bit of it, and I'm trying to find a signature scent for this room, and I think it's going to be this tuberose, and it's like a rosy scent. It's very, very nice. So I like how this looks on top of like this glass shelving. I have my fragrances here, which this I would like to move on this side once I get the shelves, because I don't love how it's underneath my tops here. But the shelf itself, I'll try to link below, is from Amazon, and I definitely want to get another one of them so I could add to my collection. And some of these are about to be empty, like my flower bomb. I actually want to get the extreme version. There's a new one out. This doesn't last that long, doesn't have the best projection, so I want to kind of get rid of some scents and replace them with new ones and add to my collection. Of course, I have this jewelry box with extra pieces that didn't fit in my trays that you guys saw. I would probably like to get rid of that and replace them with these trays, so we'll see how we can kind of rearrange that type of stuff. And then these bags, like I said, are just here for now. This is my everyday bag right now, and again, that will go on the other side of the wardrobe, because I do love how you can see down into these drawers here, which is why I liked doing the beige shelf with the glass topper. It just adds more of that luxe feel. And this is the first drawer of my activewear bottoms, which are my black to gray colorway, and there's still some space to grow in here. This next drawer, I did all of my neutrals, so brown to beige. I have a lot of Gymshark in here too. Shout out to Gymshark. I love Gymshark so much. They do the really nice like prints and patterns to spice up basic solid leggings. So I like to have a good variety of prints and basics. So if you guys want to get into some new activewear and refresh your wardrobe, girl, go over to Gymshark, and I do have a discount code with them, which is Lachey10, which will get you guys some money off. And I'm loving the new pinks that they dropped recently. They're going to be doing a restock really soon, so definitely sign up for the email so you don't miss out on that. I did this drawer over because I did not like how the pinks were going into other colorways, so I kind of made this my burgundies, oranges, and pinks drawer. I have some missing that are in the laundry, but I like that this isn't stuffed. I could still like move things around and have space for other items. So I tried my best to get the logos upright so that I know what it is that I'm looking for. If something is a little bit more similar, like these burgundies back here, it's just easier for me to find what I'm looking for. So I did that in a different color order. I also redid the greens because greens into teals, it was kind of throwing me off. So I added yellow into this drawer because I felt like that flowed a lot better, and I don't have that many yellows, into the teals, and then it flows into the blues and purples at the bottom. So I realized by doing my organization, guys, I have a ton of green and blue leggings, which is crazy because I'm really not even that big of a fan of green and blue, but this told me otherwise. So I love the way that this came out. It just makes so much more sense than what I initially did. And to be honest, in the intro, I was just trying to get everything put away because my house was a mess. So I had to think about it. And then I have this step stool too, which is also from Amazon. It matches the beige aesthetic. And I need this to get to my rods because this built is so tall. This drawer is also one of my favorites as far as like the aesthetic of the blues fading into the purples and then the plummy type of shades. So I really love the blues. Again, this is a newer Gymshark Adapt X Whitney Animal. Also going to be doing a restock. 10 out of 10 recommend how vibrant this is compared to older navies and stuff. So cute. So I definitely would keep my eye out on that if you guys are interested. But this aesthetic of just having my leggings rolled, one, allows me to see what I have so I can pick out my outfits better, but it also allows me to put more products in here. I think I could have maybe folded them like in half, you know what I'm saying, and then had more space to stack more leggings, but it looked really messy when I did that. So I like the rolling method for my closet storage and the purpose that I need it for. So I'll just show you guys this drawer as well because this is all of my bras, and I did a huge declutter of my sports bras. Basically got rid of ones that didn't fit me good or super long line tops that I know I don't wear because I have itty bitty titties. So I know what styles work best for me, and I tried again to color coordinate this, and using this system for about a week, it's been really easy to come in here and, you know, pick out a pair of leggings, boom, and then come over here and find a bra to go with it. And I really like that, and even doing like cute outfit combos. So yes, I'm thinking about replacing this drawer or leaving this drawer and adding another one here because they're not too expensive. And I do have this space for it if I'm just going to use this for activewear tops. So let me know what you guys think about that. This would also be great to put things, like I said, like strapless tops, or even make this like a pajama drawer, like a Skims drawer. Skims bras, girl, I don't know. I could just do a lot with that. Also considering the fact that this one also has the glass shelving, I just love that you can look into it. You could also use these as, which I thought about, bags, storing your cute designer bags like flat like this, and then you could see deep into what you have in there. So we're gonna see about that. That's always adjustable. And then up here again, I said I had my activewear tops and I tried to color coordinate them. I want to put the blacks over here, black into gray, white, and then colors. So it's not perfect, but right now they're just kind of grouped into said colors. And I already decluttered this as well, and I love that I have space to do that, like move the rods around and see what it is that I have going on, because I don't want it to be too crammed and just chaotic. So that is the first half of my PAX system. I love this so much. It really luxed up this room for me and maximized the space. So over here I have my tops and also like outerwear layers. So like I said, I need to get rid of, like, I don't love this. Some of these tops are more fall. I'm debating whether or not I want to just transfer this into summer, spring, and then put my sweaters into a tote in my other closet and swap them out seasonally. And all of this is like the new stuff that I washed that I showed you guys in my recent shopping spree vlog. So I tried to color coordinate those, but this again needs to be better organized. And I have all of my Skims bodysuits here in the middle, and then down here I have all of my jeans. I have leather pants, cargos, blue denim, and then colored denim. And then I just have a tote bag folded at the bottom and a bunch of extra hangers. I also use kid hangers on my activewear tops because they are also more of a tight, stretchy fabric. I don't want to stretch the neckline with a full-length hanger, so I definitely recommend you guys get kid size hangers if you're looking to hang up activewear tops, because you're not going to ruin and stretch them out. So that's like one of the biggest hacks as far as my organization. And I do need to get more full-size hangers for my actual tops here. So that's on my list to go to like TJ's and pick up a set of those. And then you guys saw me put all of my jewelry into these trays. And these are very useful, especially for necklaces, to flat lay them so they don't get tangled, but also for your ring storage. So I really like how that turned out. This tray probably is one of my favorites. I definitely want to get more into sunglasses for the pool and stuff. So I kind of use this for sunglasses, and then a bag that I need to get repaired at Louis Vuitton. It's one of my favorite bags, and I haven't used it for a while because, baby, the strap, can you see that? The strap broke off. So I need to make a list of things that need to be repaired and or tailored. Like some of these jeans need to be taken in, and I have a few tops that I want to get fixed, like added buttons and adjusted on the neckline. And then this tray, I don't really know what to put on it, and there's some space in the back here. This might change, but I have my blue light glasses, I have a belt. I definitely want to get a belt with silver hardware, so I'm looking at the Diesel brand. I think it is so cool. So I definitely want to add some belts because this is the only one that I have, and I definitely would like to get a skinny belt as well. So I'm just working on adding staple pieces to my wardrobe, and I'm glad that I have more room to add more pieces, and I'm not like maximizing the space already while I kind of do a transformation on my style, if you will. Extra hangers at the bottom. I have some of my bags down here that are smaller, and then I have some pool slides, my planner, I have some shoes in that box, and then I have my YouTube awards, which I definitely want to display on a shelf as well, and then this diffuser, which smells amazing in here. So that is my organization, my little closet hacks and tips, and how I am storing and organizing my belongings. And like I said, I'll definitely come back in like a month or so with an updated tour on how I actually organize stuff. And I definitely want to go shopping for some more staples, like some sandals and some cute little heels, accessories, maybe some more fragrances, and add some good essential items to my wardrobe. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I'm gonna catch you.